tonight.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Steps away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Rodgers now to throw. Steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Jackson options out left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Jackson going to run again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
50's the mic. Watch the screen.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tight end left. We got 4.
Now Rodgers on the move to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Green 18. Left. Hey, let's get this.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Rodgers. Out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jackson options out left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Hey. Out.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get this.
Jackson going to run. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That second down play nets a -4.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
And as you prepare for this team, you have to understand that no matter where they are on the field, this is an offense that will take its shots. And true to form, they do exactly that and break off a big chunk of yardage and help their field position.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They toss it to Warren. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Blue 58. Got double tight. Double tight.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They run again with Harris, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch left. Watch left.
Now it's Rodgers rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Steelers have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50's the mic.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers gonna throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adafe Owe in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Throwing is Rodgers. Steps away.
Three down.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 3
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Here's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Ravens have broken the tie. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 73 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll start with a give to Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Henry again on second down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
DC ready? 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming. I'm coming. Under 10.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, left side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 8. 39 yards there, a big one. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break off big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go. 58.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
58. Double tight. 3 down.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A handoff for Warren. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
This is Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
Tight end left, tight end left. Down, three down. Three down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Rough so far for him. That's the only way to describe it. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 INTs thus far.
Love the description. Rough, rocky, shaky, all of those things. But this is where you find out about a quarterback, isn't it? This is where you find out about your team leader. Can he handle some of that adversity, bounce back, and give them better play down the stretch? They still have a chance to win.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now Rodgers on the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. Out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run again with Harris, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down, try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 6, 1:08 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jackson to throw, connecting with Andrews. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing, Jackson eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That is caught, Bateman, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Now Jackson. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. One last shot for Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers earn the win at home, as we say.